Hey, welcome to Growth Minded. I'm Ed Hayes. The mission of Growth Minded is to build a community of leaders committed to cultivating a positive attitude, creating a love of learning, and choosing to develop a growth mindset again and again. To stretch beyond our current abilities will require dedication, effort, and a belief in ourselves. The results will include advantages like taking more risks, striving for goals outside of our comfort zone, greater motivation, enhanced cognitive growth in multiple areas of our lives, less stress, anxiety, and depression, better personal relationships, and higher performance levels. So if you sound interested, hit that subscribe button and welcome to the Growth Minded community. Bruce Lee once said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." To improve your focus, today's episode I'll be covering the Pomodoro technique. This will help you improve your focus, increase your productivity, and sustain your energy throughout the day. The Pomodoro technique works as you set 20 minutes on a timer and you focus on the task at hand. After the 20 minutes are complete, you use a 5-minute interval to break, and there's credibility in this as neuroscience has shown that our brain has two different areas. There's a focus mode and there's a diffuse mode. It's equally as important to take that 5-minute break to help the right side of your brain solve some of those complex problems that you may be struggling with when you're in a focus mode. And the best way to get into that diffuse mode is through sleep, and that's why sleep is very important too. It helps it helps you retain new information throughout the day. And that's a little bit about the Pomodoro technique. Today I'll walk through 3 different approaches. One using a journal, another using a playlist, and then finally one using tomatotimer.com. So I'll jump right into it. To use the journal approach, I would suggest first buying a journal if you don't have one already, a blank journal. And as you start your day, let's say you start off at 9 o'clock. What I do is I write 9 a.m. and I put a little slash next to it. And that's an indicator of 1 Pomodoro in progress. And between 9 and 9:20, for example, I'll stay focused on the top priority on hand. And I see as time goes on, it's a small win you're creating for yourself. I could catch myself, coming out of focus as time goes on, and then I'll say, wait, I'm already done with 14 minutes. That's 70% of the way there. Just a few more minutes, and then I can reward myself with a little bit of a break, a little bit of diffuse, whether that's listening to music or just getting up and walking around for a little bit, chatting with someone. So those are the breaks that you can kind of implement after you're done focusing. So some may find that it's 20 minutes isn't enough time, so you can certainly extend that time if you need to. Focus for 40 minutes and then take a break. But like I said, that break is an important piece of it, and it's backed in neuroscience too. So I would suggest trying this technique out for a week or so. Track your Pomodoros per day. So let's say you can do 3 Pomodoros on Monday. You may find that you'll be able to do 4 or 5 Pomodoros by Friday. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can start improving your focus, your productivity, and sustaining your energy levels. I think it's important to check and track at the end of each day, at the end of each week when you're first getting into this approach. And it kind of builds a confidence in yourself when you can say, oh, I did focus today. It may not have resulted in the end of your project or the end of a big report you've been working on, but you can certainly say you put the effort in. And there's a lot of things in this world that you can't control, but you can control the effort that you put in. And so that's the journaling approach. It can help you start focusing your effort on your priorities. So I'll share my screen for the second approach. the second approach is a playlist approach. This may be helpful if you're in an office environment. I know not now as it was as popular back just a year ago or so, but as offices start opening up, hopefully you'll start interacting again with people face to face. And sometimes you need to put your headphones on and focus on the task at hand. So if you're like me and you like to focus with a little bit of background music, this could be an approach for you. So I created a playlist. It's got about 5 or 6 songs, and it adds up to 20 minutes. So it's basically a cue for when I hear a certain song coming to an end, that I'm reaching the end of my Pomodoro and it's time to take a quick break. Or if I have the energy for it, I can run it back again and continue focusing. What I like about this playlist approach is, one, you can design your own playlist. Like I said, I like instrumentals, so you can either follow me on Spotify and follow this playlist. You can build your own. And what I like about this is that I started off with the 1997 Chicago Bulls intro theme music, and it's a great way to start any day. Just the motivation that you get knowing that, to be a champion, to not only be a champion, but to repeat as a champion, it takes effort, and it takes sustained effort over a long period of time. So I kind of get in my Michael Jordan mode when I put this playlist on, when I start with this song, and then I round it out with some Hans Zimmer. He was also part of Inception. He did the music for that, and Interstellar, as well as The Dark Knight and the different Batman franchises under Christopher Nolan. So, hey, maybe you'll have a Hans Zimmer playlist for Pomodoros. He was actually my top he was actually my top artist in Spotify for 2019. So, yeah, definitely a big fan of this playlist approach, this Pomodoro approach. So if you build your own, let me know. I'm certainly open to suggestions. As you can see, I've been listening to the same playlist for the last few months, so I can definitely switch it up if needed. And then finally, the third Pomodoro technique can be found on tomatotimer.com. So it looks like there's 3 different settings. The Pomodoro setting, you can set at 20, 25 minutes. You can set custom intervals. The alarm goes off if you're listening on your headset. It rings in your ear and it lets you know that you've completed your Pomodoro session. You can reset. They even have timers for breaks as well as timers for long breaks too. So you can definitely play around with this. And I think there's even ways to log how many you do. Like I said, I think it's important for you to track how many you do so you can understand your baseline and then try to build on it for next time. So big shout out to Callie Rodrigo. Thank you for sharing this technique with me. I may use it in the future as deadlines approach. So big thank you there. And I walked you through 3 different techniques for the Pomodoro method. Like I said to start the video, the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. So I hope you can apply 1 or 2 or 3 of these approaches into your day-to-day lives, and I hope you can start feeling more focused and more productive and more sustained in your energy throughout the day. And that was the goal of today's episode. So I'm Ed Hayes. This was Growth Minded. Hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Share this across your network with folks that would may be interested in this focused approach of working. And I'll have a new episode out next Tuesday, so don't miss it. Thank you. I appreciate it.